let people get settled and get here. So in the busyness of the day and the time pressures of the day, we're going to take about 10 minutes just to be present in the moment. And mindfulness is really when you direct your attention on purpose to the present moment and how you're feeling and what you're thinking, and noticing when you are present and when you may be somewhere else. So we'll take about 10 minutes and then other people will come into the room. My name is Kaplan. I'm a practicing emergency physician. I've been practicing emergency medicine now for 38 years. I began practicing transcendental meditation in 1972, and it helped me stay alive during medical school and during my residency. I don't practice every day, but several times a week. So what I'd like to do first is just invite you, if you would, to, if you feel comfortable, to just close your eyes, or if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, just soften your gaze a little bit so that you're not focused on any particular person or any particular object. And then begin to notice your body and feel your feet on the ground and feel your sitting bones in the chair. And then notice your spine and how your spine helps you sit upright. And then your hands and where your hands are, and place your hands wherever they're comfortable, whether they're on the tops of your legs, or whether they're folded in your lap, or whether they're on your belly. And take a moment and notice your breath, and notice how you're feeling and what you're thinking right now. Ask yourself the question, how am I at this moment, right now? What am I feeling? What am I thinking? Are there any sounds in the room that I'm hearing? The sounds of air conditioning, people coughing, people breathing. And as you do that, notice your breath. And your breath is not anything that you need to do. It just is. It's happening as you breathe in and you breathe out. Now, when you do mindfulness and mindful meditation, it's useful to have an anchor. That is something that keeps you in the present. The anchor can be a word, and some suggested many years ago, just use the word one, or it could be the word home, where you repeat the word over and over again, or any word that you choose. Or it could be your breath. And for this exercise, let's just focus on our breath, unless you have been doing meditation and you have a word that you use. And just notice your breath, and notice how when you breathe in, the first thing that happens is your abdomen, your belly expands, then your chest rises, then your chest expands, and then both your chest and your abdomen let go. And just notice that the breath could be shallow, or you could purposefully take a deep breath, where the first thing that happens is your abdomen expands, your chest rises, you feel your chest expand, and you let everything go. Now, thoughts will come up as you pay attention to your breathing. And those thoughts that will come up may take you somewhere else, and that's okay. And imagine that you are the sky, and everything else is the weather. And when thoughts come up, allow them to be clouds in your sky that the wind just carries on through. No clinging, no engagement to those thoughts, no attachment. They're just clouds passing through your sky. And if feelings come up, imagine that those feelings are storms. And just like storms, they start small, then they get big, and then you can watch their power fall away. And if you have good feelings and good thoughts, imagine those thoughts, those feelings are the sun. And allow the warmth of the sun to penetrate your breath and your body. Now back to your breath, and notice as you breathe in and breathe out. And listen to the sound of your breath as well as feel your breath. When a thought comes up, you may notice that you've been somewhere else. And when that thought comes up, you let it pass as a cloud, and then focus back on your breath, on the simplicity and ease of your breath. And when you come back, do not judge yourself for having been away, because it's a good thing when you notice, because now you're back. And pat yourself on the back for coming back. And welcome yourself back. And back to your breath. And in and out. Notice the breath coming through your nose or out through your mouth. And now, focus back on your body. That's where we started. And feel your feet on the ground. And notice how your feet are feeling and how your ankles are feeling. And if there's any tension, wiggle them and allow them to relax. And your calves and your knees, allow them to relax. And as you breathe, breathe into those areas. Your knees, your thighs, your pelvis. And notice how your stomach's feeling, if there's any tension there. Allow the breath to fill your abdomen. Allow the breath to fill your chest. And feel your spine helping you sit erect. And is it holding any tension? And any tension in your shoulders? And if so, just notice that tension and allow it, like the clouds in the sky, to let go. And notice your arms and how they're positioned, and your hands. And again, if there's any tension there, relax the tension. And in your throat. And in your face. And allow your face to relax. And sometimes if you're feeling tension there, you can tense it up and then allow it to relax. And if your eyes are open or closed, allow them to relax, soft focus, and your scalp. And then just do a scan from foot up to the top of your head. And welcome your breath into all parts of your body. And back to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. breathing in and breathing out. Now, when you first start mindfulness, it's not easy, and you may find yourself away more than with yourself and in your breath. So, say to yourself, I relax into my breath, I relax into the bones of my body, I relax into my breath, I relax into the bones of my body. And give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself some appreciation for taking the time, the few minutes, to be present, to be with your breath. There is nothing to do. It's just about being here in the moment. And as you take another deep breath, another breath in and out, and in and out, begin to come back to the room and begin to again feel your feet on the ground, your pelvis in the chair, your spine holding you upright, and soften your gaze. And if your eyes have been closed, gradually open your eyes, all the time paying attention to your breath, which continues in and out, and in and out. And throughout the day today, as you move forward in your day, you may notice sometimes that you've been somewhere else. Your phone calls you, or thoughts take you somewhere else, or feelings take you somewhere else. And when that happens, you can take a moment to soften your gaze, to do a scan of your body, to feel where it is, to pay attention to your breath, to remind yourself that it's wonderful to be alive and to be breathed. And a phrase that my daughter taught me to say is, I'm grateful and relax into the bones of my body. I am grateful and relax into the bones of my body. And I am being breathed. As a poet who I have spent a fair amount of time with once said, the poet David White said, we are human beings, not human doings. And mindfulness gives us some time to be human beings. So let's all take a big deep breath together. Let it out. One deep breath again. And let it out. And I'm grateful for you, and grateful to have the privilege to have shared these few minutes with you, and look forward to future mindful experiences in the moment with you. Thank you. We'll welcome other people in. No need for applause.